How long does it take to get a NEXUS card? How long does it take to get a NEXUS card depends on when and where you apply. There are 3 steps to getting your NEXUS card after you've submitted the application. Conditional Approval by CBSA and USCBP. The NEXUS interview. Receiving your card. Conditional Approval, 1 to 10 weeks. Once your application has been submitted online, it can take anywhere from a couple of weeks to about 3 months for approval, depending on the time of year you submit the application, and other factors. It's best to apply in the winter time, as fewer people submit applications. Border Cards has seen applications conditionally approved in as little as 1 week during the winter months. Processing times of well over 8 weeks for conditional approval are normal in the summer. Submitting a paper application by mail to the NEXUS Processing Centre in Niagara Falls or Montreal will add to the processing time as well, because CBSA will have to mail your conditional approval letter to you, which will take a couple of weeks. If you have a complicated application, you can expect conditional approval to take much longer. Complicated applications include lack of proper identification, differences between the information on your application and your IDs, gaps in your residence or employment history, failure to disclose information, not a citizen of either Canada or the US, possible reasons for ineligibility, such as convictions, customs violations, and the like. There could be other reasons for delay as well. NEXUS interview. Timeline varies 1 to 30 days. Once you have been conditionally approved, you must book your interview. The time it takes for your interview depends on the enrollment centre you choose to attend. It can be a matter of days to weeks, and even months. Again, this varies with the time of year, in addition to the enrollment centre. The current interview wait time for your enrollment centre can be viewed by logging into your TTP account and booking an interview. Receiving your card, 10 calendar days. You should normally receive your NEXUS card within 10 calendar days of the approval of your application, which usually occurs the same day as, or the next business day after your interview. If you do not receive your card within 3 weeks, you should contact the enrollment centre you attended for your interview. Activate your NEXUS card through the TTP website. You can activate your NEXUS card in 4 simple steps. 1. First, log into your account by going to the TTP website and using your login.gov profile. 2. Second, agree to the terms and conditions of accessing the TTP website. If you do not agree to the terms, you will not be able to proceed. 3. Third, click the Activate Membership Card button, which you can find below the program membership text. If you're not sure where it is, press Ctrl and F on your keyboard at the same time and then type in Activate. You will have to hit Enter, and the Find function of your browser will find the text for you. 4. Finally, input the required information, which you can find on the back of your NEXUS card. If you do not want to activate your NEXUS card using the TTP website, you will have to activate it in person at one of the NEXUS enrollment centres. You do not have to activate your card at the enrollment centre you had your interview at. However, you can just travel to the nearest enrollment centre. Can a child get a NEXUS card? All occupants of a vehicle must have NEXUS cards to use the NEXUS lanes and the NEXUS Bridge in Niagara Falls. Children cannot be brought through NEXUS security or custom lines at airports if they don't have NEXUS cards. Children can apply for NEXUS cards for free. Yes, a child can apply for a NEXUS card. In fact, if you and your spouse have NEXUS cards but your kids do not, you cannot take advantage of NEXUS lines and lanes. So your children need NEXUS cards if you're going to get full use of your own NEXUS cards. But this isn't a hassle, because children can apply free. Yes, that's right. Applicants under the age of 18 do not have to pay government fees. How to apply for a child's NEXUS card. The application process is almost entirely the same as for an adult. There are only two crucial differences. The parent who applies on behalf of the child must accompany the child to the interview, and if the other custodial parent is not coming to the interview, they must provide a letter of consent to be presented by the accompanying parent at the interview. If you are applying for the NEXUS cards for your entire family at once, you should see if you can attend your interview as a family. Conditional Approval. The process of approval for a NEXUS card and NEXUS program membership is a two-step process. Conditional Approval. Approval. What is conditional approval? Conditional approval is tentative approval pending your attendance to the NEXUS interview. CBSA and CBP officers review your application and your supporting documents. If there are no issues, if the officers believe everything in the application is accurate and they determine you are eligible, then you are granted conditional approval. Unless you're renewing your NEXUS card, all applicants must attend an interview. Some applicants renewing your membership will also be asked to attend interviews. At the interview, you will have to answer questions about the information you gave on the form and provide your documentation. Usually, if the interview goes well, you will be approved on the spot, which means your TTP account status will be updated from conditional approval to approved the day of your interview, and your NEXUS card will be sent out to you shortly. If you are renewing your NEXUS card, there's a good chance that your application will be approved without the tentative conditional approval step, as long as all your information has remained the same.